What's up, yo? Tribe, people, my peeps. I don't have them yet. You're not. I don't have the numbers yet, but I know you're coming. I know this message is going to get out and it's going to reach the people it needs to reach that have been dealing with the same kind of issues I've dealt with my whole life. Today's New Year's Eve New Year's Day, 2025. And I started a job on the 23rd of December. I went in and interviewed. I thought it would be a good fit. It's at, I'm not going to say the place because, I don't want to get a lawsuit, but it's a breakfast place. I've been a waitress for 20 years, my whole life off and on. And it's what I love because I love strangers. I love talking to people. I like my guests. I've had regulars that have followed me from place to place. However, the industry, the business of service has been a challenge. It always has been. And though I'm a career server, I have a really hard time staying in one place for too long. I'm realizing today, after what went down yesterday, that I may have to say goodbye to this industry that I've loved. It's always been good for me, but I have to listen to Spirit, and Spirit's telling me that it's not in fact good for me. Yes, I get my strangers, but I need to move to different strangers on a different platform. Yeah, I'm nervous about where this is going, but I know that if I just come on here and be true to myself and speak my truth, I'm just going to speak my truth and let you guys get to know the real me, which is why I'm not editing any of my videos. I mentioned that earlier. I just want to come on here and be me. Now I do need to reiterate that I am more than one person. I am a multidimensional being. I was put here on this earth so that I could experience things for my universal father. The things that I go through, the experiences that I have, this is a co-creation between him and I, or her and I, however you look at it. You put what you want where, but my truth, this is my truth, and I'm just speaking it because, I just went, okay, where was I? Okay, so what I was going to say is I do have DID. I disassociate. I disassociate when I'm stressed out. When I get anxiety, when I start to go into fight or flight, or I'm triggered by something, and I decided I'm going to have to let this industry go because it triggers my DID too much due to the energy of the people. Not that these people are bad. I love them. I've been working with them my whole life. They're just at, let's just say, an energy I don't resonate with anymore. It triggers my DID, and with that, and because I disassociate when I get stressed out, I'm finding that I may not be able to do this work anymore. I came to the conclusion last night that I'm going to have to file for my disability. This is this really hard step for me because I hate to admit that my DID is a disability, but it is in fact causing me problems in the work industry that I've done my whole life. So I don't want to be disabled, so I'm going to change my platform. But let me tell you a little bit about what happened yesterday at work. It was day 6. I'd done 5 days of training. And I made mistakes. I ain't gonna lie. Right off the bat, I forgot to put in an order. I got it all in, and got going once I realized, we were pretty busy. It's, the holiday. They gave me a regular state section. I thought I could handle it, but obviously I got a little stressed and I forgot to put this table's order in, which it happens. And it is my first day out of training. It's going to be expected that I'm going to make a mistake. So when I let the so automatically I wanted to fix it. So I jump on, I get the order in, I go and let the table know, hey, I made a mistake. This is what I'm doing. I put in the order. And they didn't want to wait the whole, 20 or so minutes for the omelet. We were busy. So I went back real quick. I told the cooks, don't make this omelet. Don't make it. They hadn't made it yet because we were busy. We had plenty of orders that had come in before this order. So we didn't make it. It was great. I went back, got the other order, put it in, something quicker, got the food out. It was resolved. It was pretty much resolved without even having to ask the manager. Maybe that's where I went wrong, is I didn't go to, we'll call her, this person, M, because maybe it was, I should have talked to her before I moved forward, but I thought I was capable of what I was doing. I done this before. Anyway, so when I told her what happened, this just upset her, because even though the food hadn't been made, it had gone through the system. Whatever, let's move on. So that table left. Later on, I got another table. Now, I'm anxious at this point because of that first mistake, and she didn't agree with the way I handled things. I'm an empath because of everything that I've been through in my life. Being surrounded by a certain type of behavior from certain types of people who don't like it when another person might be good at something or might shine or whatever. There's lots of reasons that lots of people don't like other people. I, on the other hand, like to give everybody a chance. I like to, treat people with respect until I'm disrespected. And I'm really getting good at using my voice now that I've done all the healing work, that I've, gotten out from under numerous new narcissists in my path throughout my whole life. And I'm learning boundaries, and I'm learning what doesn't feel good, what doesn't resonate with my soul. And if it doesn't feel good, I'm not going to keep it. So anyway, I'm on edge. My point is after I made that first mistake, I'm on edge. I'm trying to tell myself, okay, we got that, we got it out of the way. That mistake is done. Good. The rest of the day is going to be good now that I got my one mistake out of the way. Now, being an empath, you tend to feel energy. And no, I don't speak Spanish, and there's nothing against any other race. It's a language. It's a language that I have been around a lot. I know poquito, okay? But I understand a lot more than I speak, which, I think it's fairly normal, right? Especially if you've been around it a lot and whatever. So I'm feeling energy in this place, and I feel M's energy, and I'm like, shit, just be good, okay? Now my stress level is heightened, so I make another mistake, and I ring up a family's order, and oh wait, let me think. Trying to remember. The thing is a problem with this DID. We all have different viewpoints. So if I shift, it's like I shift into it's another energy, right? Just another perspective. I tend to forget the perspectives where I just was, because I'm in a new perspective. And it's like we all bring these different perspectives to the table, but when I'm switching, when I'm moving, I don't necessarily remember what my perspective was over here on this other end when I switch. I don't know if that makes sense for you guys. If it doesn't, I don't know, maybe you'll get to understand me as you listen to me more. But I made another mistake and I switched when another table was getting ready to leave. There was two tables. I had one that was a $66 table and one that was an $88 table, which was kind of funny to me that they were angel numbers. When I got home and was processing everything, I was noticing all of the synchronicities in this event, in this tower moment. Anyway, so I switched the tickets. The table that had left first paid the ticket I gave them because, of course, it was a lower ticket. It was a table of 2 versus a table of 4. It was only $20 difference, right? Um, but of course, like most of us in this human experience, we want to, oh, let's hurry and get out of here before they realize that, we're paying a bill that's $20 less than our actual bill. And they leave, right? Most people would. So when I realized what had happened, I went to M and I explained what had happened. Now she's just moved up a level in her energy, or I'm sorry, the energy level. She just got more frustrated with me, so it went down. My anxiety just went up, so I kind of go down with her, right? Um, I'm getting more stressed out because of this energy. And I'm explaining that, hey, it's $20 difference. Can we discount this? $20, get a partial payment for their ticket, and then, like, let's figure it out after. She came in and I don't think she really understood what I was trying to say. There might have been a barrier, a language barrier, which she seems to know pretty good English. I don't know why she would automatically go to the route of avoiding the first payments, the payment for the first table that was for $66. And then she went to go take the payment for that table and realized it was still there. At this point, I was trying to do other things, help other tables. This is just, I don't know. I'm so frustrated because now she just deleted a payment and now we're just going to move forward and to the next step of what happened. Now she's telling me that I'm responsible for this payment of this other table that was $88. And the meat lover omelet. So we're looking at like $91. Okay, so I'm like, what? Color me who? I'm like, I don't understand. Like, make it make sense because I'm a single mom. I got 4 kids. I drove here, said a prayer on my way to work today because it's foggy and I got bald tires and bad brakes and I needed to get to work safe so that I can pay my rent. It's due in 5 days and figure out how I'm going to fix my car so I can keep getting to work. So now you want me to pay the bill that you just voided off the credit card. It was at least $66 plus an $11 tip. You just voided that. So now I've even lost my tip and you want me to pay out of my pocket, out of my tips for this food that, yeah, I made a mistake. Okay. It's my first day out of training, bro. First day. Yeah, I have experience, but I'm a whole ass human. Whole ass human. I make mistakes, especially when I'm in a stressed out environment that's going to trigger me to disassociate. So obviously, this isn't going to work. Okay, so I'm frustrated. She's frustrated. I'm all in my, BID, like feeling anxious. I keep forgetting things because I'm switching, right? So I don't remember what I told her a minute ago. I don't remember whose perspective I was just talking about. And so now things just, and see, I'm even getting confused right now as I try to pick up the energy of each part that participated in this tower, in this moment. So I made a decision after 4 hours of crying after work. I cried myself to sleep, then I woke up, made my kids dinner, went back to bed. My kids celebrated New Year's. I got up and posted my video, the last video that I had recorded the night before, grounded myself again, and went back to sleep. Well, when I asked Spirit to guide me as I went to sleep on how I should handle this, and when I woke, the first thing I just knew, I'm not working today. I'm not going to go to a place that doesn't appreciate me. This had already been brought up with M. I told M that I wasn't going to pay the $91. She ended up having me pay for the meat lover omelet, which wasn't even made. And I asked her, well, if I'm going to pay for this omelet, I want to take it home. I have 4 mouths to feed. I have 8 mouths to feed because I have 4 animals. Well, no, I have 8 animals, but 4 of them are human. I can't eat eggs. You know that I don't eat eggs. We've had this conversation a couple times, but I don't eat eggs, but I'm going to feed my kids. But I can't even take this omelet because the kitchen's already, that's fine. That's fine. I'll get it tomorrow. But I decided when I woke up that I can't go. I can't go. I'm not going to work in a place. I'm not going to work on the first day of the new year when I know that this job isn't going to work. So I'm sorry, but if this isn't going to work, I'll be in at noon. So I send a message to my manager. Maybe that wasn't the smartest time to decide to show up because it is New Year's Day. Therefore, my next mistake. It's New Year's Day. I showed up and I really upset Kay, which is M's manager. We'll call her Kay. So that sucks. I just pissed her off. So I went in and I'm like, and she's like, she told me that it was very inappropriate for me to show up during that time. So yeah, that sucks. So that's where I'm at, guys. I just wanted to give you a pre-video of what this other end of this tower as I go in and face this. So I'm going to follow up in a little bit and let you know the tea on what happens. I'm going to go back here in a minute. So wish me luck, y'all.